Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Scrimmage here, and today we're going to be reacting to Cold-Blooded Confessions Top 3 Moments Interrogation Raw on A&E. Let's get right into it. Fuck yeah, brothers and sisters.
I remember it being brutally cold. I got there pretty quick. A black pickup was lodged against a tree.
Oh shit.
We've all got our high-powered flashlights and we're all on our hands and knees trying to find evidence.
It's fucking insane, dude.
At the bottom of the ditch, very hastily covered with some leaves and a stick, there was a body of a young male. There were multiple gunshot wounds.
I received a phone call from the dispatch that a body had been found next to a pickup in a ditch on a road that is known as Substation Road. On the way, I was hearing radio traffic of a possible suspect could be walking down the road north of that. So I kind of decided to check it out on the way, and I came across an individual walking northbound on the highway. He's wearing a suit with a white shirt with a tie, had a trench coat on, and I found that odd at that time of the morning. I made a quick U-turn in behind him. He spun around. Not knowing whether he had a weapon or not, I drew my weapon and ordered him on the ground. I said, I'm gonna ask you one time, do you have a weapon on you? And he said, no, but I am the guy you're trying to find. I'm the guy that killed the guy on Substation Road.
She just said it like that. It's fucking creepy. Oh yeah, he looks.
My name is Under Sheriff J.T. Palmer. Me and you met on South Highway 177 in Vaccine Road at about 3:12 this morning, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what do you remember telling me?
In summation that I'm guilty, yes.
Of what?
Of murder.
Okay, and who did you murder?
Gennaro. I do not know how to spell that, but it is with a G.
Okay, and how did you murder him?
With a gun. I shot him in the head twice.
That is fucking.
And you go to school with him?
Yes, sir.
Was that his pickup or your pickup?
I'm fairly sure it was his, sir.
Okay, and do you remember what kind of pickup that was?
Black.
Okay, and how did you guys hook up?
Black.
I went down to his dorm room and
no,
asked if I could be given a ride to Walmart in exchange for $20 gas money. We pulled into the parking lot, then I pulled the weapon on him and demanded that he take me to Asher, Oklahoma, sir.
Okay, and why did all of a sudden did you decide that you needed to go to Asher?
Because I was planning to take him out into the country and kill him.
And so I guess at some point, did you decide now was the time?
Yes, sir. Shot once, missed. Shot a second time, hit, jumped out of the car, went around. He was driving 10, 15 miles an hour, so it was not until he already had hit the tree.
Shit.
I heard him gurgling. I'm not sure if that was a physiological or physical process after death, but I thought that he might have still lived through that somehow, because he was gurgling, so I shot him again and then shoved him down in the ditch. And then I tried to cover it, admittedly not well, with leaves, dirts, and stick.
And so, after you got the body covered up, what did you do then?
I headed back to the truck and tried to get it unstuck.
And so you could get the truck out, so what did you do then?
Then I walked away. I headed north.
And in my mind, I'm thinking,
insane,
wow.
for sure.
I never had interviewed anybody that had been that cold and callous.
For sure, dude. There's no
You certainly know
shine.
that.
Yes, sir.
Why did you do it?
If I'm pressed to answer, I'll say it's to prove the strength of my resolve. But that's only if I'm pressed to answer.
I'm not pressing you, I'm just trying to understand.
Then I don't know why.
Okay. So it just
Popped in my head.
And why him? All the kids in college here, why him?
I believed that he would have had the least impact, sir.
Impact of what?
I believed he didn't have many friends, or many close friends, I should rephrase. His absence would be less notable.
You don't think your girlfriend was missing? You don't think she's gonna be upset?
That's fucked up.
I think she will be, sir.
That's
I
actually
don't think you will.
insane to say, man.
No difference, sir.
Or are you gonna kill anybody else?
No, sir.
Tell me why I should believe you that there just was gonna be one person that was gonna suffer from your consequences of killing.
You have no reason to believe me, sir.
Do you feel any remorse?
No.
No shot. What?
What do you think should happen to you?
Oh yeah,
Death sentence, sir.
he's
And why do you think he deserves
he's
this?
fucking insane.
An eye for an eye, sir.
Alright. We'll be getting you taken out to the jail here shortly, okay?
Yes, sir.
I've done a lot of interviews, and I've had them where they're crying and they're upset, they get mad. He didn't. He looked you right in the eye on every question. Probably the only interview that I ever did that the hair kind of stood up on the back of my neck. This is pure evil talking to
The
him.
motherfucker's huge too, like crazy. Wait, 3 years after what? What the fuck did it say? 3 years after the murder of Gennaro Sanchez, Gerard Murray finally goes on trial. After hearing expert testimony that Murray didn't know right from wrong, the judge declares him not guilty by reason of insanity. Oh no. Lock that
Jared Murray's
motherfucker
defense
up,
counsel
bro.
had him
What?
evaluated. They very quickly found him to meet the legal findings of not guilty by reason of insanity. Antisocial personality disorder. The characteristics are a flat affect, a lack of empathy, lack of impulse control, and a bunch of other things that fit Gerard Murray to a T.
Is that
Gerard
what
Murray
I
was
am?
going to a secure facility
Nah,
where the high
there's no shot I'm really
risk,
friendly with.
the very dangerous
really
people
social type
that are
shit.
found not guilty by reason of insanity are sent.
Unless you're
15
being
years
a
from
dickhead,
now,
I'll be
he's
like,
going to
yo,
learn how to play the system.
pull it off.
He's a highly intelligent and highly dangerous
shit,
man.
so.
Is there a chance he can be released? Absolutely, he can.
Type shit.
I was angry. I was livid. He's not in the place where he should be. He should be in prison. He's had the taste for blood. He got away with it once. And so he would try to do it again. I think that if he ever got out, everybody around him would be in danger because you just don't know what would set him off. The law changed. This protects everybody. My son's life had meaning, and his death will have meaning.
No one won't
Madison County 911, where's location emergency? Yes, we are on 85 South. Someone's laying on the side of the road. They've been shot. Is he breathing, honey? Yes, he's breathing, but he's yelling for help.
Okay.
He's in a lot of pain. So there's two people here, both of them shot.
Two shots.
Mr. Dobson had severe brain damage from the gunshot wounds. And at the time, the prognosis was very touch and go. Miss Fowler was on life support for a little bit. And she died from her injuries.
She look
Through friends and relatives,
look
we learned that Mary
beautiful,
and James worked together. They were just friends. And from my understanding, they went out for the night. As far as where they were going, we still did not know. But we learned that Mr. Dobson had his parents' car, which was a Hyundai, and we learned that this car was missing. We put out a bolo to all the agencies in the close proximity.
We knew we had to have that car, and that car eventually would lead us to a suspect.
Six days into the investigation, investigators in Anderson County catch a lead on the car from a neighboring town, Belton, South Carolina.
I was patrolling in through the rural area, and I noticed a young Caucasian male sitting in a vehicle on the side of the road. It was a Hyundai Elantra. And I said, I need to see a license and registration. He handed me a license, and I looked down and I saw the name John Villarreal.
So when we first get there,
he looks fucked, yeah.
I look in the car, and one of the first things I noticed was the blood that was in the driver's seat, the passenger seat of the car. Dried blood.
We find some shell casings. In the car, they find several firearms, 22s, which match what has struck our victims, and we found several silencers.
We found a Bible with Mr. Villarreal's name in it. From a name tag, we learned that his nickname was Jack. We also found a ledger with his name on it. In this ledger, he was writing down a plan to go rescue this girl that he met online from the situation she was in.
Questions answered. But like I was telling you, since you're sitting here in handcuffs, we're talking to you and all that kind of stuff, I have to read you rights. Right. Okay.
The ultimate goal is to get a confession. We need to get the facts and the story of what happened. What took place inside that car.
If you guys think about it.
Well, what's going on? Why are we?
I'd like to know. I want to know what's going on. I don't know what we're even talking about. It doesn't make sense, but the point is that it's the only explanation I have.
He was going through that interview just plain oblivious, like he didn't have any idea, didn't know anything about anything. I just wasn't buying it. We know that he's lying to us.
I was headed out to my car when the desk officer ran out the back door and said, hey, he's banging on the door and he's hollering for a detective. So I turned around, went back inside, opened the door and just said, listen, if you want to run us down the same stuff we've been going over for the last 2 hours, we're not here for that, okay? But if you want to go upstairs and you want to really talk about what really happened, then we're all ears.
All right, are we on audio record?
Yes, sir.
Good. I want a copy of it sent to my family, too. I'm not here for a question and answer session. I'm here to tell you what happened.
Okay. What happened?
We might as well start over. What I'm going to tell you is going to make your jaw drop, probably. Let's go back to the night before Christmas Eve. I get a message from my girl telling me that her stepdad has been beating her, etc.
I had a fucking crap.
So immediately I jumped and I said, if I could steal a car and come down there right now and get you out of there and get you somewhere safe, I said, would you do it?
Like a bitch.
And she said yes. I expected that when I got down to her place, I expected someone to pull a gun on me. Okay? And I expected at that point to go ahead and just whack everybody in there and try not to think about it.
Tell us what happened Christmas Eve morning.
I didn't want to hurt anybody originally. Well, They were rolling along down Fletcher Street, in fact, when I came across them. Had my pack on my back, my rain suit still on, cap on my head. And I asked him if they could take me to I-85. He said, do you have some gas money? I said, how much do you want? $5. I said, okay, $5.
Who was in the car?
The man and the woman. Don't know their names, don't really care, but I hope he survives, to be honest with you. And I got in that car, and we started going, and they were as nice as anything. And then the man offered to take me to the Georgia line. He said he had the time to do it. So he'd do it for $25 in gas money. Reasonable enough.
So when he said this, were you already in the car?
I was in the car. We were going down I-85 at that point. As we were driving down the road, I got to a point where I was ready to try to commandeer the car. And you know what? I told him I had to take a leak. Asked him to pull over. Classic move.
Classic move on this motherfucker's unhinged.
In the moment, I presumed the man was armed. As a result, I didn't try to commandeer the car, but I assumed. Okay? I didn't even give him a chance to show a gun. Driver's sitting here right in front of me, headrests in between. I'm sitting in the left passenger seat. Passenger's here. The first thing you do is you take aim. The first thing you do is tell yourself, don't think about it, don't feel. Because you can't do it if you think, because you know what's wrong. And you take aim, perfect aim, boom, one in the head with her. She slumps over. Before the man can react, I screwed over quick, boom. I missed, I hit his neck. Then I put 3 rounds right in his neck because I was trying to hit the head, but I was trying to shoot too quick because I wanted to get it done. Didn't really want to shoot him, didn't really want to do it, and I did. For 2 days after that, I prayed for that man to survive.
Yeah, he's fucking lying.
Because once I realized that I'd hit him in the neck, I realized he might survive, and I kept praying. And I kept praying for forgiveness. And the thing is, the Lord can't give forgiveness if you don't tell the truth. If you lie about it, you're going to hell.
The only time he was really emotional was when he was talking about God and
you're
getting into
smoking on
heaven.
his children.
Nothing else mattered to him.
That's not cool, bro.
I think he started telling us what really took place because he just needed that little bit of alone time to talk with the man upstairs, and it was time.
Can't even flex right now, then I'm cooked. Did like 100 reps yesterday. Some cool shit. The ones like that, oh yeah, that shit's hurt like a bitch. James Dobson survived the shooting, but suffered from partial paralysis. We had pleads guilty and sentenced to life in prison. Fucking moron. Pensacola, Florida.
January 911, where's your emergency?
I need an emergency right now. The shooting at the corner store next to CVS.
Okay, do you know if anyone's been hit?
Carl hit. Get an ambulance here now.
We are. Who was hit?
Some young man.
Still there?
He's bleeding to death. Somebody just shot this kid 3 times.
Okay, we got everyone en route to him right now.
This guy is dying. I'm not
Okay.
kidding you. The guy is dying.
Let me mute real quick because I don't want you guys to see
The victim was eventually identified by his identification being found in his wallet as Joseph Edward Ross. He was eventually transported to the hospital where he passed.
Oh, that's a slapper.
Our crime scene comes, takes photographs, really documents what's going on. Because there is a lot of activity, crowds start developing. So we start going up to those crowds. Hey, did you see what happened? Did you hear what happened?
The witness at the scene observed the victim walking through the parking lot, talking on a phone, and arguing. And shortly thereafter, they observed a red Dodge pickup truck pull into the parking lot.
happened.
The witness at the scene observed the victim walking through the parking lot, talking on a phone and arguing. And shortly thereafter, they observed a red Dodge pickup truck pull into the parking lot. Do you have any idea why we might be here? Okay, your brother Joe was shot and killed around the corner, over at the corner store.
He was shot?
Yes. We're trying to find out what happened to him. Do you know anybody that drives like a red Dodge pickup truck?
Well, my friend Nick does.
Who's Nick?
It's just someone that I met through a friend.
What does he look like? Is he white or black?
He's white.
Okay.
And he always hangs out with a black dude.
Do you know the black male's Nick?
I think it's Gerald.
What else do you know about Nick?
He normally carries a 38 or a 9mm.
Has he ever gotten into it with your brother before?
They argue about a lot of stupid stuff. Nick's really, he seems like he's crazy. I wouldn't really want to mess with him.
Jonathan Ross said Nicholas Nairn was 23 years old, a small-time drug dealer who was out of work. All the links with the red Dodge pickup truck, the history between the two of them. This subject,
hold on, run that back, brother.
A small-time drug dealer who was out of work. All the links with the red Dodge pickup truck,
they were
the history
scared of
between
that
the two of
fool?
them, the subject being
No
armed
shot.
on a regular basis.
You're done.
And obviously, then at that point, propelled Nicholas Nairn to being the suspect that we were looking for.
Before we entered the room to interview Nick, he was sleeping.
This is referred to as the perp nap. Someone who's typically guilty will actually fall asleep in the interrogation room because they're so exhausted from the stress associated with waiting to be arrested.
Nick, right? Yes, sir. Doing well. I'm Detective Barnett. This is Detective Parsons. Okay. I'm going to sleep. That happens. Do you have any idea what this is about? No, it's gunpoint, car. Yeah, but you know what?
Don't ever accidentally send a message to somebody you didn't want to send a message to. I'm over here like fucking thinking back, right? Cause yesterday, I was sending crazy things to like someone special to me. Like bathroom pics and like normal stuff, regular things. So like, I don't know, bro. Like I accidentally sent the picture to somebody I didn't mean to send. I had to quickly unsend that shit, or else it would have been like sent and like the double like check marks and shit. And if she would have seen that, I would have been fucking cooked, cause it was her best friend. Fuck. Alright, let's get right back into it.
I was going to go to the shooting range when I just turned the corner and the lights went on. Okay. Well, while we're here, we're investigating something that happened earlier tonight. And we're wondering if you could tell us what happened tonight. With you?
Well, tonight, I was at home for the longest time.
Is there any reason that your truck would have been at the CVS around the corner tonight?
No. It shouldn't have been.
Then how was it there?
I don't
know. The reason that it was there is because something happened there. Okay?
He's very engaged right now. He's up at the table, he's close in, he's in a very strong position. And at first, I'm back, so I move in to show that I also have a very firm position in my assertion that his vehicle's there. If it seems as though I'm not sure, he'll take that and he'll run with it. And that allows him to have an escape.
The shit he did was fucked.
You had 3 guns on you tonight.
Yeah, one person, yeah.
You fire any of them tonight? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just say, for example, that maybe it's not one of the 3 that you had on you. It doesn't alleviate the fact that you were there when shots are fired.
No way.
You were involved in something tonight at that location, and I'd like to hear your side of what happened there.
When he's feeling threatened, he starts to back up. And the hand that he's able to actually goes into his pocket. So it's another defense mechanism that he's using where he's hiding and concealing what actually happened.
You can choose to be deceptive all you want, okay?
I have no reason to be on this side of town.
Let me point something out to you. This thing is that you were there because people wrote down the tag number of your truck there, okay?
No, the truck shouldn't have been there. Wasn't in my possession.
It was there.
Wasn't in my possession, though.
But you were there.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, you were.
How do you know that?
Video cameras.
You can see me in my vehicle.
You're kind of distinct.
So I'm guessing that thing had full video around the whole camera, around the whole store.
I'm not telling you there's video everywhere, because there's not.
At that point, I didn't have video of this shooting, but he's nodding because now he believes it. So with him, I felt comfortable throwing out the bluff in such a way because I didn't think he was going to call me on it, and I thought he would accept it.
I lost him. That explains why it comes right in my ass. Does lying help you?
Lying will do me
Then stop it. Why did you do what you did?
But the truth.
Yes.
Motherfuckers a okay? That's straight up honesty. Motherfuckers a okay? He deserved it. He reached for nothing. Shot the motherfucker's face. He made a noise. I shot him. No mine. That's it.
His true face comes out, and it comes out in grand fashion.
Motherfucker's face. Okay? He's straight up honest. But the truth.
Yes.
Motherfuckers a okay? That's straight up honesty. Motherfuckers a okay? He deserved it. He reached for nothing. Shot the motherfucker's face. He made a noise. I shot him. No mine. That's it.
His true face comes out, and it comes out in grand fashion.
We were speechless. He just didn't care. It was pure evil.
They're like, the damn consequences be need to do this.
Yeah, you right. I up because I used my truck and the camera.
From the very beginning of this investigation, it was a whodunit. And within how we had Nick Nearing was sentenced to life.
That's fucking crazy, boys and girls. And fuck that, I'm not doing the double upload today, fuck that, dude. I'm running fucking late on some other fucking projects I need to do. I need to do a lot of fucking shit right now. So I'm like on like a time fucking limit right now. I love y'all as always. If you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Stay wicked and peace out. Y'all thought I was gonna leave y'all hanging with that weak ass outro? Fuck no. Stay fucking wicked.